Back guys, it is Friday, April 17th. I'm Coach Matt.
Coach Ronnie.
We're going to bring you today's 20-minute AMRAP, but before we get into the details of that, Coach Ronnie's going to warm us up.
Alright, so for our warm-up today, we have 3 rounds of movement. We're going to start out with 10 total plank shoulder taps. So get in a good position, push-up position. You're going to rotate, shift your body from one side to the next, making contact with that opposite shoulder to the hand. Let's really focus on keeping a good position again, straight line from the shoulders down to the ankles. Once we finish there, we're going to grab anything that we can hold on to. If you have a PVC broomstick or a band, we're just going to go through 10 pass-throughs, get our shoulders active, get through some rotation there. Once you finish the 10 PVC pass-throughs, we're getting now into 10 T-spine rotations, so 5 each side. Just going to get on hands and knees, hand behind head, rotate the elbow down to the floor, then rotate up towards the ceiling or sky. Again, you're going to go 5 each side, rotating down, ceiling, elbow up to the ceiling. Once we finish there, we're going to grab a light dumbbell, kettlebell, odd object, whatever you can hold on to. Just going to go 5 per side on that overhead press. Alright, so again, 3 rounds, 10 plank shoulder taps, 10 pass-throughs, 10 T-spine rotations, and 5 per side on that overhead press.
So today's 20-minute AMRAP, we're going to try to establish the rounds and reps, 20 renegade rows, 15 shoulder to overhead. I'll show you a few different variations of that. And then 10 reversed burpees. So, renegade rows first. If you have ideally 2 dumbbells, we'll go down to the ground, we'll have both hands on top of the dumbbells, get to essentially a push-up position, except in this case, we're going to widen your feet. So the closer Ronnie makes his feet, the more difficult this movement will be. So space it out to start, see where you're at. From here, Ronnie's going to shift his weight into one arm, and then row the dumbbell back into his torso with the other arm, shifting, and then the opposite side. You'll notice with each row, he drives that elbow behind him, he pulls that dumbbell into roughly his rib cage or outside his abdominals. And throughout the motion, he generally keeps a flat, tight position. Your core is going to be as engaged and as tired as any part of your arms or upper back will throughout this workout. So, good. If you don't have 2 dumbbells, you can do it with a single dumbbell. I'll show you how here. So if you have a single dumbbell, you'll have one palm on the ground, one hand on the dumbbell. You'll do the same row in. You'll bring that dumbbell down to the center. Switch hands. So switch of hands per side. If you have no dumbbell, we're going to add a little variation. We're going to kind of mix it up. You'll go down to the same tight plank position. Feet out wide if you want. You go a full push-up. Then you'll rotate up to the ceiling. And then you'll switch to the other side, push up, rotate to the side. So you have some options there, depending on what equipment you have at home. So moving on to the shoulder to overhead. You have the option, you can either strict press it, you can push press it, or you can push jerk it. Part of this depends on either not only your skill level as an athlete, but just what weight you have. So clearly, if Ronnie has a pair of 15s here at home, that's the only thing he's got, that's very, very light for him. He's going to do 15 strict presses throughout. If you have a weight that, you can strict press a couple times, but you know you're not going to get 15 in a row, definitely go push press or push jerk versions. If Ronnie goes into the push press, you're going to look at what's happening with his knees and hips. He's going to dip his hips back, and then he's keeping his knees driven outward, active position. He'll drive straight up and finish overhead. If you look at it from the side, he did a push jerk, it's the same concept. He's going to dip, drive, and then dip again, standing to full lockout. You'll notice with all 3 of these variations, when he presses overhead, those arms are completely overhead, they're not in front of his face, he's not arching backwards, he's staying in a nice stacked torso. So whether he strict presses, or push jerks, you'll notice his spine is staying quite vertical, his shoulders are square, and with every repetition he drives overhead. Okay, so based on kind of the load you have or just your skill as an athlete, you can choose your own variation, but it should be something like in your early rounds, so you're doing most of your sets unbroken. So if your weight's so heavy that you have to break up your strict press in the first 5, try to either go to a push press or a push jerk, or lighten the load entirely so you can, maintain strict presses. Obviously, if you don't have 2 dumbbells, you can do the same thing with a kettlebell or a single dumbbell, but we're going to hold it up in a front rack with a single arm. We're still going to do 15 total reps, so you can alternate 8 on one side, 7 on the other, with the same 3 variations: strict press, push press, and push jerk. You'll notice with the kettlebell versus the dumbbell, the front rack position is a little different. We still want to maintain a tight elbow out front of our torso. But Ronnie will rack that kettlebell kind of in between the bicep, forearm, shoulder, each time it comes down. And then to maintain full range of motion, he's going to make sure he brings his knuckles just below and outside his chin with every rep. And then he'll dip and drive, strict press straight overhead. Good. All right, looking good. Moving on to 10 reverse burpees. So we did this movement a couple weeks ago, or maybe less. Hopefully, it's a good practice then. We'll get some more today. So if Ronnie goes down into the reverse burpee, he's going to kind of basically squat down into it, roll back, keep him up, and use his feet, arms in combination to momentum himself back forward. Doing the reverse burpee is kind of like doing a combination of like a super hollow rock, sit up, an ab mat sit up variation, jumping into a burpee. So whether Ronnie keeps his feet tight and light, like I'll show you right here, rolls back, keeps his feet, toes up in the air, uses that momentum sitting forward, or if he goes down where he tucks his knees hard into his chest and rolls forward that way, both of those are done by maintaining tight tension in the core and utilizing the momentum of your body. If you maintain a nice hollow rock position, kind of a nice curve to your back, it's easy to roll right up. If you get to rolling back and you go limp, you're going to lose your momentum. It's going to be very difficult, if not impossible, to reestablish enough tension to sit all the way up and forward back to your feet. If we look at Ronnie from the front, as he sits down into this position and rolls back up, and notice where his knees end up. Comes up, he's going to keep his knees driven out, and then jump right into it. Goes down into a good squat, ideally comes out into a good squat, and then jumps up. The thing we want to avoid is going back, coming back up to our feet, and letting our knees collapse inward into that bandy legs type manner where our hips are collapsing in. It's not using our glutes, it's rough on the knees, just bad posture overall. So watch out for that, do everything you can to keep those knees driven forward in an active position. Right now, guys, find the weight you're going to need for the renegade rows, shoulder overhead, get some more reps in, and we'll be back here for some strategy in a second. Okay, today, so 20-minute AMRAP. When it comes to the renegade rows today, guys, it's going to be a movement where you're going to get the most out of it by maintaining good tension throughout the core, keeping that tight push-up position in place, and not really rushing your reps. Think quality over quantity. If you have to break up your sets, say you have to break it up halfway through at rep number 10, pose yourself, shake your shoulders out, and then reestablish your position and start rowing. That's going to serve you better on a fitness level than it will be if you just try to break it through 20 unbroken, sloppy reps where your low back is dipping to the ground, things like that. So just try to be consistent round and round with the quality of those renegade rows, not the speed.
All right, and that shoulder to overhead, we're going to focus on driving through those hips on that push, press, push, jerk. Just really try to push the tempo on these, see if we can maintain as much volume in the 15 reps as possible. So if we can stay unbroken, perfect. If not, let's try to get a big chunk of those reps completed before we have to take a break. All right. Again, focusing on driving through the heels in that push press, really getting those hips active, pressing through full overhead position at the top. All right. On the reverse burpee, let's focus on staying tight throughout, really keeping that core engaged, maintaining that hollow position. Think about it again as a little more of an extreme hollow, where you're kicking those feet up to the sky, or even tucking those knees in, but really staying focused as you push through that reverse burpee.
And as always, guys, if you have any general questions on how to scale, how to substitute movements and repetitions, let us know. I'm glad to help. Otherwise, have fun. We look forward to doing this with you.